Hi guys, welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's pickacard reading, we will find out how will you know that your soulmate is about to enter your life. So for the first group, we have this blue heart and purple butterfly, white heart and silver butterfly for group 2, yellow heart and golden butterfly for group 3. So feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all three, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the blue heart and purple butterfly, let's find out how will you know that your soulmate is about to come into your life. So the cards that came out for you were Voyage, Success, the Sun, and Cornucopia. Alright, so by the looks of it, your soulmate will be entering your life at a time where everything is just going great for you. You're quite happy in your life. You might be transitioning a lot, moving around a lot, going from one place to somewhere else, changing your house, changing like not on a temporary but maybe even on a permanent basis, starting a new job or a new career, or totally shifting base from one country to the next also. That is also quite possible. I also see that you'll be getting some sort of fame for the work that you do around the time that your soulmate comes into your life. Now, how will you know that they're about to come? So firstly, I feel like even if you are not the one who is physically going on a trip, you will constantly keep on either getting to know that the people around you, friends, family, relatives, or whoever are going on trips. Like, I mean, almost everybody around you except for you would be going places. And you'd be like, oh, what is this? Are the flights suddenly too cheap? How come everybody I know is literally traveling someplace or the next? So that is one major sign. The other is, of course, seeing big cats. All right, you will be seeing leopards, panthers. Not directly. It's not that you go to a safari and you see one there, although yes, that can happen too. More like, this is very, with cornucopia especially, cornucopia is the, this is all about lucid dreaming, you know. So you might see big black cats in your dreams. You might see dreams of you being in some tropical place that you've never been to before. But you don't feel lost. Instead, you feel like you've come home. Are you getting me? Usually, when it's a totally different setting in our dreams, when we wake up, we tend to feel very foggy and very, we are not able to make sense of it, but you won't feel like that. It'll be a happy dream with the presence of the sun over here. You might suddenly also get the urge to get some pet fish. Maybe as a child you did have a fish bowl or an aquarium, but now that you're living all by yourself or you're much older, you don't have fish at your home. But around the time your soulmate is about to enter your life, you will get the sudden urge. Maybe somebody will gift it to you, you know, for your birthday or something. Somebody gifts you a fish and then you go all out and put up this very nice cute living arrangement for that new pet of yours. There will be a lot of good news also that will keep coming your way one after the other during this time. Some of it will be minor, some of it will be major, but lots of good news. Most of it will be associated with you directly, but some of it can also be about, you know, people that you care about, like your siblings or your family members or your relatives and best friends. Something good happening to them, some good news basically that they're sharing with you, like that. You'll also be seeing a lot of repeating ones. So this can either be like 1111 or 111, things like that. For those of you who are on a spiritual journey, I bet that you have been seeing 1111 a lot. But so for like the time when this person is about to enter your life, the frequency with which you see these numbers will increase. There will be a dominant presence of honeybees as well. Now, when I say honeybees, it can be, see, things like this, they happen at very random times in a very random manner. So it can very well be something like it's a lazy afternoon, you're sitting on your couch, you're surfing through different channels on the television, and all of a sudden, either your remote gets stuck on a channel which is showing you about, I think it's called an apiary. I think the one with bees is apiary. I'm not sure, but you know what I'm talking about. So there is this whole process of how honey is made and beekeeping and everything that's on the TV. And you're like, I am not interested in Nat Geo or Discovery at the moment. I want to go do something else. So, and after you've seen this, suddenly your remote starts working again. So crazy like that. I have this I saw this very vivid imagery of you walking down a street. All right, so there's this pavement, the footpath that you're walking on. Somebody's pet parrot calls out to you. You turn around, you might not be able to see the bird, but you know, right, that birds can imitate the sounds that we make. Maybe not all birds, I know, but I do know about parrots and all. So something like that. If any friend of yours or any relative of yours has pet birds, you will notice that although usually when you go to this person's house, the one who has all these pet birds, they're usually very quiet and normal like how they always are. But at the time your soulmate is about to enter your life, the birds are usually very, like I said, normal and quiet. But when you walk past their cage or wherever it is that they stay, on a stand or inside a cage or wherever, they'll get very hyper. Like their activity will get very heightened. Their owner, your friend, relative, whoever it is, might find it very difficult to calm down those birds. At the time, of course, as an onlooker, everybody else around you can feel that it is very weird. Why are the birds reacting to you like this? But basically, they'll be signaling you that your soulmate is very, very close to you. They're about to come into your life any moment now. Kind of like that. I'm being told that the month of July is going to be very significant in this connection. You might have never been to those big aquariums that are there in some cities, right? For you to go and have a look around at. But at the time that your soulmate is about to enter your life, some of your friends might randomly come up with a plan to go see an aquarium, and you'll be like, I'm not interested in that shit, honestly. And they'll be like, just tag along, just tag along. So you will go with them, and there will be, there is this particular case that I can see, but I won't be able to describe it to you quite properly. There will be a lone fish in it, not a, I think it's a school of fish or something, whatever. Not a lot of those anyway. You won't physically be able to move yourself away from that case. There will be kind of like a connect between you and between that animal in that moment. And I've never been to an aquarium like that myself, but I am sure that they must have done some labeling or something. So you can find out the origins of that particular fish, and that can hold a clue to perhaps the ancestral origins of your soulmate, something like that. Your soulmate might also belong to some tropical place, by the way. And the good news for you over here, Group 1, specifically for you, is that with cornucopia over here, the kind of person that you've always dreamt of for yourself, whether it is their looks, whether it is their career, whether it is their personality, nature, likes, dislikes, whatever it is, that is what you're getting basically with cornucopia over here. So that's fantastic. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Spirit, how will Group 1 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? Look at this. Wow, we have the Hierophant. How will Group 1 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? 5 of Pentacles. How will Group 1 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? That was the 7 of Pentacles, by the way, I think. Ace of Wands. How will Group 1 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? Alrighty. Wow, we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Now, for a lot of you, Group 1, I think that with two aces being present over here, there's a very strong possibility. I cannot. Ace, and then we have 1 and 1. Wow, anyway. So this, for the maximum number of you, Group 1, is a new person. You haven't met this individual yet. Of course, you will be getting clues about them through these lucid dreams of yours. But that's about it. Now, for some of you, how do you know that they're coming into your life? Lots of weddings taking place around you. Lots of wedding invites coming your way. There are seasons of weddings, I mean, at least from where I come from, there are like proper designated seasons where people get married. Depending upon wherever you live, it won't be a very common time or year of the month for people to get married, but still there will be a lot of people around you getting married, and you will be receiving invites. And at that time, of course, you might end up feeling horrible that everybody around you is finding love, getting married, settling down, going for their happily ever after, and here you are with absolutely nobody in sight. And that is when your soulmate comes. It's funny, it's almost as if it makes sense why there was that 7 of Pentacles, because there is still some weight over here. Your sexual energy within you is also going to get heightened. Now, please don't say I'm always horny. Because, but at the time that your soulmate is about to come into your life, it'll be heightened. All right? It will be. There will also be wet dreams, which you will have no memories of, by the way. There will be a dominance. Oh, okay. See, have you ever noticed orbs or flashes of lights of different colors? Because if you haven't, about the time when your soulmate is, going to come into your life, you will be seeing flashes of blue light and pink light. A lot of imagery of fire also. In fact, and this of course isn't a very nice message, but because Spirit is showing that scene to me, so I have to communicate it further down the line. Not your house, but in your vicinity, there can be an incident of like a fire mishap. Okay? That is also another signal of them coming into your life. Summer is also going to be significant for the time of their entry. Your bond with your family is going to... Oh, okay. There is some very long lost relative of yours which will come back to make acquaintance with you and your family members. That'll also be a sign that, everyone is coming back to where they're supposed to be. And that's another signal for you that your soulmate is about to come into your life. There might be some financial struggle that you will be facing at the time this person comes into your life. And I think that the kind of person that this is, they will help you to see that you have the solution to your problem right in front of you. You just need to shift your perspective a little bit. Fantastic. Your soulmate might be a fire sign or a water sign, by the way, not necessarily their zodiac. Spirit's message for you, Group 1, is Keepers of the Earth. You're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. All right. So what this message basically is trying to tell you, Group 1, is that your ancestors, your spirit guides, the universe, everyone has heard your prayers that you want a soulmate. So they are going to deliver, all right, and exactly the kind of person that you want. You just have to wait it out and look out for all these signs that I just told you about. All right. So these are all the messages that I have for you. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you're newer, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You can follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me on Instagram or my email ID, which you will find in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, Group 2. So, for those of you who chose the White Heart and Silver Butterfly, let's find out how will you know that your soulmate is about to come into your life. So, the cards that came out for you were Solitude, Pleasure, Door to Value, and All Tied Up. All right, Group 2, I have to ask you, do you know what fantasy art is? If you don't know what fantasy art is, you can look it up on Google. It is this beautiful, beautiful collage of, I don't know, God knows what, but it's beautiful. It's very unrealistic, outworldly, does something to your senses. I love it. I love fantasy art. Anyway, so before your soulmate is about to enter into your life, you will be seeing a lot of fantasy art around you. If you know what it is already, that's fine. But knowing about something and encountering it bloody every day are two different things, right? So the frequency of you witnessing fantasy art, either on your social media or any other thing, basically magazines, newspapers, billboards, forwards on your phone, attachments on emails, random shit, but you will be seeing a lot of fantasy art. You will be completely single, by the way, at the time your soulmate is about to enter into your life. So it doesn't matter whether or not you're with somebody right now. Even if you are with someone right now, I can already tell with All Tied Up over here that it isn't going too great, and you probably will be breaking up with that person anyway. The money will be very good. There will be an increase actually in your wealth. So before your soulmate comes into your life, you will either get a sudden promotion or a pay hike, or, okay, so that's also important. If right now, Group 2, some big amount of money of yours is stuck somewhere, it'll get released and it'll be sent back to you. And it'll be kind of like a blessing that your soulmate is bringing along with them into your life. Because you might have been trying for a very long time to get your money back, because, I mean, obviously you deserve it, it's your money. But maybe there are legal hassles or paperwork issues because of which your money is stuck and it's not coming to you. But finally, at the time of your person's arrival, your soulmate's arrival, your money will come back to you. I see that, of course, you will be getting a lot of cues in your dreams as well. You might particularly get two types of dreams. All right, so first I'll discuss about the first one. So in the first type of dreams that you will be seeing, Group 2, you will find yourself alone in places that you've never been to before. There will be lots of water all around and you in your canoe or whatever, nobody else in sight, and a very dark setting, kind of like nighttime or dusk. And you are, maneuvering your way out of it. You're trying to see how do you get out of that stream. Where does it end? When can you hop out of that boat or canoe or whatever it is? But there is nobody around to help you. And it can feel a little scary. You might also see the ruins of some sacred places in your dreams. This doesn't happen very frequently. I mean, I remember this one time I saw the ruins of some place in my dream. Not going to name what it was, but I had no idea that something like that existed. And with whatever little bit I remembered, I Googled it up, and there actually did exist a place like that, and I was blown away. So anyway, something like that can happen to you as well, that you see the ruins of some place that you have no idea of its existence. If you do successfully manage to find out where that location is, it can hold a clue for you that might be the ancestral origins of your person. Okay, for whatever reason, Spirit is asking me to tell you that if you haven't seen this movie called The Lady and the Tramp, you should. I don't know why, maybe it has a message for you or whatever, but you should watch that movie if you haven't already. You will also be... Okay, so you're one of those people who has always heard about things like finding coins on your path and currency notes on your path as signs of angelic presence around you. You've heard these things, but it has never happened to you. However, before your soulmate is about to come into your life, group 2, these things will actually start happening with you as well. While you're walking down the street, you will be finding coins along your path, particularly. And this is again, I mean, this is weird. So that is how you know that it is different, that it has to mean something. Coins with a hole, all right? And I know that I think coins like that used to exist many years ago, not necessarily where you live, but I mean, they did exist, okay? You might not necessarily find the coin of some other country, but it can be a very worn out, old, disgustingly, I don't even have the right words to explain it. I mean, that coin has been through hell, okay? That's the best that I can put it. It's not a very pretty coin. It is severely damaged. So things like that. You'll be finding coins like that along your way. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so you are also aware, group 2, of how sometimes wildflowers grow out of brick walls. Have you ever seen that? It's beautiful. If you've never seen that, you will be before your soulmate is about to come into your life. You're walking. It's almost as if the magic had always been around you, but before your person is about to come into your life, you start noticing it more. So say you're walking down a particular street and you notice that between the bricks or the cement or coal tar or whatever it is, there's a wildflower that's come out. Or there's a wall and there's a wildflower that's growing out of it. Beautiful. Now, coming to the second category of dreams. So these aren't exactly dreams. These can be low-key nightmarish to experience. It's basically wherein you'll feel trapped. And of course, yes, with all tied up, there can be a very vivid vivid dream sequence of you being all tied up. You're trying to cut yourself loose, but you're not able to. There is nobody around you to help you. And have you ever had one of those dreams wherein you're sleeping and then suddenly you feel like you're falling down and your whole body just goes through it does this little dance on the bed? So not that though. I don't know why I even went there. But yeah, you'll feel very claustrophobic. Even if you don't have a quilt or anything on top of you, you will feel, and no, this isn't sleep paralysis, you'll just feel very claustrophobic. And you'll wake up very parched, very scared, but very relieved at the same time. And I'm being told that the reason why you will so vividly be seeing all these these scenes of you being trapped or something and not being able to get out is because these will be those very last call to action for you. That is there anything that is still left for you to break out of, to come out of, any pattern, habit, situationship, negative belief, whatever it is, now is the time. The day you stop seeing dreams like this, that is when you know that now finally all the work is done. You will also be seeing a lot of repeating 1s, 2s and 3s. Can be in the sequence of 2, 3, 2, 3 or 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, although I don't know how that'll be possible, but yeah, I mean, it can be. But anyway, you might be seeing these. These aren't very usual. These aren't one of the usual patterns, by the way, group 2. It's usually like repeating 1s, 2s or whatever. This is different. All right. Let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Spirit, how will group 2 know that their soulmate is about to come? We have the 2 of Swords. How will group 2 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life, Spirit? Page of Pentacles. How will group 2 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? Queen of Cups. How will group 2 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? Wow, look at this. Soulmate, and we have the 2 of Cups over here. Brilliant. There can be some age difference, by the way, between you and your soulmate, group 2. But anyway, lots of crows as well. Blackbirds, ravens, crows, or whatever. I don't know if there is any other blackbird. If there is, then yes, that too, added to the mix. You might see these on the TV, some music video, or they might actually hover over your head more than usual. It can be very irritating, and you might think you might think that it's some bad omen or something, but it isn't. Those birds are actually messengers. These blackbirds will be your messengers, and they will be telling you, they will be signaling to you that your person is about to come into your life. Now, with Solitude and Two of Swords, I am seeing that at the time your person, the soulmate of yours, comes into your life, you might be going through a phase wherein you're feeling a little bit stuck about some particular decision which you are not able to make, and there is nobody to advise you, whom you can consult and come to a conclusion. It is something that you will have to deal with on your own. It's almost as if before your soulmate comes into your life, Spirit wants to make sure that you are holistically independent. Maybe in the past there was a tendency for codependency. See what I did there? Anyway, that has to be eliminated. That can be one reason. You might also get a job offer, and this is a very random job offer. You might one day be going through the spam folder of your inbox, and you see some random companies invite to you from their end, that we have this position open, if you would like to apply, etc. You won't be taking up that offer, by the way, because I think it won't be your expertise, one, and two, they won't be paying you as much as whatever it is that you're already earning. And we have seen that your finances will be increasing anyway, so of course you won't be going down. But it's just very random, right? And it won't even be a scam. Usually in your spam folder, these are all these scam mails. You can already tell by the email ID. But this will be like a proper registered company sending you an email from their proper official address asking you to come and interview, which you will decline. Your emotional health, thankfully, will be fantastic, as I can see with the Queen of Cups over here. During this time, your relations with the females around you, your mother, sister, your girl besties, everything, they'll improve, they'll solidify, they'll strengthen. Maybe you guys are already super close, but before that, you might develop a newfound interest in bohemian things. You're not one of those people who in the past has put up an elaborate bohemian mood board on Pinterest, but you will be at this time. I'm hearing dream catchers are going to be significant for you. Somebody can gift you a dream catcher before your soulmate comes into your life. Or you might get supremely attracted to a dream catcher at a store, and you just won't be able to leave that location until you buy it, which you will. There will be a lot of rainbows also that you'll be seeing. Now, I don't know where it is you live, group 2, and it's not like you've never seen rainbows, but wherever it is that you live right now, group 2, rainbows aren't that frequent. And they won't still be frequent. Your soulmate is not going to change the climate and weather, but whenever they do occur, you will see them. You will not be missing any rainbow that comes out in the sky before your soulmate comes into your life. That is beautiful. You'll be seeing orbs as well. And you might want to capture them if you want to. And maybe you've never seen an orb before. You can Google it if you don't know what it is. It's basically like this particle of light or something that you can see traveling, usually in front of camera lenses or some things like that. But you can look it up for sure. Your soulmate can be a water sign, air sign, or earth sign, by the way, but not necessarily their zodiac. Somebody very, very close to you, probably another soulmate of yours, and soulmates, I mean, we have more than one soulmate, and not all soulmates are romantic. What we're discussing over here, of course, is a romantic connection. Anyway, so some other soulmate of yours, maybe your best friend or your sibling, somebody super close to you, might be getting married just before or during the time your soulmate comes into your life. All right. Spirit's message for you, group 2, is Imrama, which says, where are you being called to journey to? Yeah, so listen, all this all tied up and not having any help around you to take any decision, it all makes sense now with Imrama. Spirit wants you to journey to the better version of yourself, or the best version of yourself, without anybody's help. And over here also with Imrama, it feels like you have been getting intuitive nudges to go in a particular direction, go for a particular job, change of place, or whatever it is, or try out something. And you're feeling very hesitant to do that. But I feel like Spirit is going to keep on pushing you till you step out of your comfort zone and go towards this thing. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you're newer, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You can follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings, and if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can contact me on Instagram or my email ID, which you will find in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, group 3. So for those of you who chose the yellow heart and golden butterfly, let's find out how will you know that your soulmate is about to come into your life. So the cards that came out for you were Adventures, Thriving, the Garden and the Gate, and the Thinking Man. All right. There will be a lot going on in your life at the time your soulmate is about to enter. But it looks like it's all very good, very fun based. Firstly, with thriving, of course, at that time, your career would be thriving. You'd be very happy in your life. You would be going out a lot, having lots of fun with your friends and relatives and whomever. Now, the funny thing about this, though, is that you're usually not like that. I mean, yes, you are social, but you're selectively social, and things like trekking, adventure camps, going for a 2-day hike inside some forest trail, things like that's not you. That's not what you would usually do. But at that time, you will sign up for all of these activities and you will be having a blast. You'll have a lot of fun with these people. Now, I am told that during this time, it can be migratory birds, can be your local birds as well, but they will be kind of like forming patterns while flying in the sky, which will be unusual and which will also make it to the newspapers and the media. You know, when unusual things like this are spotted in the sky, obviously it is reported, everybody talks about it. You will be witnessing it firsthand. It's almost as if you're walking on the street and then you look up and you see all this weird shit happening. You straight up take out your camera, you start recording, and then the very next day it has made it to the headlines. Or, I mean, maybe not headlines, but you know what I mean. Everybody will be talking about it. And it's very strange. It hasn't happened. I mean, at least you've never witnessed anything like that happen before, but you will be. You will somehow find a clear quartz as well, but I say find, not buy. You won't buy it, somebody will give it to you. So either it comes to you in the form of a gift from someone, right? Or someone gifts you a piece of jewelry. They don't know, however, that the element that has been used is called clear quartz. They don't know. They just found it pretty, they thought of you, they bought it, gifted it to you. Or it can also happen, that you go to a bookstore and they're having a random lucky draw or something, and you decide to drop your name in, and as a prize you get this very, very beautiful big piece of clear quartz. You will be chancing upon a lot of medieval poetry as well, like specifically medieval poetry. Now, oftentimes on Instagram, if you're on Instagram, you're scrolling through Instagram, we usually always see targeted ads. Whatever we see is mostly based on our browsing history and whatever it is that we've been looking for and shit like that. You are not someone who is, I mean, you are into poetry, but not necessarily medieval poetry. But you see that in your feed. And you are a restless person, all right? You don't have the kind of patience that is required to sit down and nicely and quietly read a poem or a book. So you don't do that, and that's fine. No judging. But at that time, you will actually stop scrolling and you will be reading that poem. And maybe at the time this video will come back into your memory, all of a sudden you'll be like, shit, it's all happening now. It is happening. It's happening. It's all happening now. I don't know what that poem will be, of course, but it can have a message for you. Another thing over here is that I don't know, again, it doesn't matter where it is that you live, but you've never seen pink clouds yourself. Like, they are breathtakingly beautiful, but you've only seen them in pictures, movies, Tumblr, Pinterest, places like this, aesthetic feeds on Instagram maybe. But you firsthand have never seen that. You haven't firsthand seen anything that beautiful in the sky, but you will before your soulmate is about to enter into your life. They might be freakishly tall, by the way, the soulmate of yours. There will also be a lot of dreams that you will be seeing. In your dreams, the setting will not be very familiar. The setting will be very ancient. And I think that for this pile, there can be a past life connection between you and your soulmate, which is why there is this medieval poetry thing happening. And then the setting of your dreams also seems to be very ancient and not very contemporary. It's almost as if in your dreams, your soul will be traveling to a familiar place where they have this vivid memory of once upon a time being with this other half of your soul, like your soulmate. I also see that when you are seeing these dreams and the setting is different, everybody is dressed differently. For some of you, they might even be speaking a language which you don't recognize, you don't understand what they're talking about. You will want to explore, all right? You will want to travel further. And although we are not able to see ourselves when we're dreaming, we're only just able to see the surroundings and shit. You will want to move forward. You will want to keep walking, but you wouldn't be able to. You'll feel very stuck. And you wouldn't understand why that is. And it'll be very frustrating. And for some of you, Group 3, I think it's because in the past life, there was a lot of difficulty in you and your soulmate coming together. And now, when in this life, your soulmate is about to come back into your life, your soul might be reliving all of those memories through this process. You might start seeing a lot of white butterflies as well around you and feathers, but I heard quail. I'm not too sure that I know what a quail looks like. Maybe I've seen it, heard about it, read about it somewhere, but I very distinctly heard quail. So I think I'll look it up as well. What the hell does it actually look like? But I hope it's a bird, but I think it is. And if it is, then it has feathers too. And you might specifically be seeing the feathers of a quail and white butterflies. Now, butterflies, of course, are a common occurrence. Nothing unusual about them. It becomes unusual when they start lingering around you at places where you wouldn't usually expect them. Like a very, very busy sidewalk or a street that's bustling with traffic in the city side. How did that butterfly find you? There is no such thing as a coincidence. All right, so that'll be a signal for you that your soulmate is coming. And okay, so this can be a little creepy, but whether or not you're alone at your house does not matter. You will hear two things. Okay, so firstly, you'll hear birds getting very restless. A lot of you might have been attracted towards, I think it was group 1 at this point. Now I'm not very sure. I think it was that anyway. Yeah, so at night you might hear birds getting very restless, and it isn't something that you've ever experienced before, so it can creep you out a bit. But they'll basically be, they might be telling you that tonight in your dreams you will be getting some clues about your soulmate. It can be something like that. And the other thing that you will be hearing, yikes, whether or not you live near an ocean, is ocean waves. Oh, there's a very beautiful movie called Ocean Waves. I think it is by Studio Ghibli, not too sure, but it's fantastic. Anyway, so yeah, you will be hearing sounds of water babbling, and initially you might think that it's coming somewhere from within your house. Maybe you left the tap on and your bathtub is overflowing, or something like that. Or maybe it's the pipes, it's in the pipes, but no, it wouldn't be. You will be hearing it. This concert will be sponsored by the universe for you, so to speak. You might also smell stuff. Okay, this group has, I mean, your sense organs will be very heightened, not like the other two groups. Anyway, so you will be smelling roses, even though there won't be any roses around you. So again, it can be a bit creepy, but you don't have to freak out. In fact, you should be happy if and when that happens, because that's how you know that the time is getting near and near and near. So yeah, you'll be smelling roses even though you wouldn't be around roses. Nobody around you would be wearing any perfume that has roses. Nothing at all. And yet you'll be smelling them. You might also be seeing the digits 0, 3, 4, and 6 in repeating sequences. Alright, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Spirit, how will group 3 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? Wow, look at this. We have the 9 of Cups. How will group 3 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? 5 of Swords. How will group 3 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? Ooh, King of Swords. How will group 3 know that their soulmate is about to come into their life? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so firstly with the 9 of Cups over here, some big or small dream of yours will be coming true during this time. Also, the 9 of Cups is a confirmation, group 3, that the kind of soulmate that you'd been hoping for is the soulmate that you will be getting. Alright, now the thing that I told you about birds making noises and you getting all uncomfortable about it. See, again, we have the 5 of Swords signaling something along those lines. Lots of bird noises around you. You find it very... it's annoying. It's irritating. You don't know how to make it stop. Listen, your soulmate group 3 has a very dominant energy. It's almost as if some war is about to happen and everyone is blowing their trumpets and bugles and whatnot, and the entire earth starts vibrating with that noise. Wow, that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up for this group. You might also be getting a raise at work, by the way. Owls and bats also, either you see them like firsthand or through images, or you hear their voices in audios, videos, so that is important. A bus stop. What about a bus stop? So a bus stop can be of particular importance. Maybe you meet your soulmate at a bus stop. I don't know, but I just heard it, so I had to tell you. And with the Ten of Pentacles being in reverse over here, at the time that your soulmate comes into your life, your relationship with your family might not be going too great. Like, it's not like you've lost touch with them and you don't love them anymore, they don't love you anymore, you don't care about them. But it's just that it might have been a very long time since you've spoken to them, and maybe when all these unusual things start happening with you, you will feel like sharing it with someone. So after a very, very long time, you might reach out to them, talk to them, reconnect with them. Some sibling of yours or some younger relative of yours might also leave their house, move out at the same time that your soulmate comes into your life. Both of them don't necessarily have to have any connection with each other, but it can be like the timing can be the same for both of those events. Your soulmate group 3 might be a little older than you. They're very good looking, I have to say that. The signs that are present over here are water signs, air signs, and earth signs, but not necessarily the zodiac. Let me see what else. Why do you tell me these things? Okay, someone's dog might die. Someone's, not yours. All right, thank you for clarifying that. Not yours, but somebody's. But still, why a dog? But anyway, yeah, so that can also happen. But you don't have to get creeped out by it, okay? Maybe that dog lived its whole life and then this is happening. But maybe this video will suddenly come to your mind when you hear any such news. All right. Spirit's message for you, group 3, is mirror, which says who or what is triggering you. Okay, so maybe of late you are getting triggered by a lot of things, a lot of people. You're not able to understand why you feel the way that you do, why somebody's actions or words or something are having a more adverse effect on you than what you would have hoped for. What this basically means is that there are still things beneath the surface, or which maybe long ago you had just simply swept underneath the carpet, which is now time to take out and address. Again, there are things that you have been trying to run away from, but you cannot. And unless and until you address those things and heal from them, Spirit will keep on sending you triggers like this. Remember, you have to heal it to feel it, so you cannot run away from it. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You can follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings, and if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can contact me on Instagram or my email ID for that, which you will find in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.